It was a quiet night in the small town of Willow Creek. The kind of night where everything seemed safe. The streets were empty, the lights in most houses were off, and the town was sleeping peacefully. But for 26-year-old Sarah Williams, that peace was about to disappear. Something terrible was coming her way. It all started with a phone call, a call that no one ever wants to get. Sarah felt her heart racing as she reached for the phone. But there was no voice on the other side. Just silence. And then the sound of someone breathing, slow and creepy. The breathing on the phone made her feel terrified. She could feel her heart pounding in her chest. Whoever was calling her wanted her to be scared. She could feel it. "Please, stop calling me," Sarah said. Her voice was trembling, filled with fear, but no one answered. Only the strange breathing continued. She quickly hung up the phone, trying to calm herself down, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. The house was too quiet. The darkness felt too heavy. She stood in her room, staring down the hallway, listening for any sounds. And then she heard it, creaking. Someone or something was in her house. Before she could even react, everything happened fast. There was a loud crash, the sound of footsteps running toward her, and then she saw a figure in her doorway. The figure was dark and shadowy, and before she could scream for help, it attacked her. Sarah fought back as hard as she could, but the attacker was too strong. It was quick, violent, and brutal. Her scream filled the air for just a moment before it was silenced. When it was over, Sarah was gone. She lay still on the floor, her eyes wide open in fear. The house was silent again, but something strange was left behind. In her hand, Sarah was holding a red ribbon. It was small, torn at the edges, as if it had been ripped from something else. The ribbon didn't belong there. It looked out of place among the horror of the scene. But what did it mean? Why was Sarah holding it in her final moments? Was it left by the killer? Or was it Sarah's last message to the world? The police came quickly and soon had 3 suspects. 3 people who knew Sarah and might have wanted to hurt her. But who among them was guilty? The first was John, Sarah's ex-boyfriend. He was jealous and controlling. Just a week before, they had a big argument. Could his jealousy have turned into rage? Then there was Rachel, Sarah's best friend. Lately, Rachel had been acting strange. She had grown distant from Sarah. Was there jealousy between them? Lastly, there was Marcus, the quiet neighbor. He said he was asleep during the murder, but no one could prove it. 3 people, 3 suspects, but only one of them was the killer. By morning, the entire town of Willow Creek was engulfed in a wave of shock and fear. The police had cordoned off Sarah's house and neighbors gathered around, whispering in disbelief and horror. How could something so horrific happen in their quiet town? Who could have done this to Sarah? Inside the house, the police were meticulously collecting all the evidence. They documented everything with precision. They searched for fingerprints, any clue that could lead them to the perpetrator. But that red ribbon, the one Sarah was holding, it became the biggest enigma of all. What did it signify? Was it a clue left behind by the killer? As the day progressed, people kept asking the same question. Why Sarah? And why that red ribbon? The town that was once serene now felt ominously different. The sense of safety everyone once cherished was shattered. And until the truth was uncovered, that darkness would loom over Willow Creek. The community came together, holding a candlelight vigil in Sarah's memory, hoping for justice and answers. Sarah's death is a mystery. 3 suspects, 3 possible killers, but only one answer. Who killed Sarah? And why did they leave that red ribbon behind? In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into the investigation. We'll look at the red ribbon, the phone calls, and the secrets that are waiting to be uncovered. But until then, who do you think did it? Was it John, Rachel, or Marcus? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.